India's best UPSC interview guidance by former UPSC board members. 5-pronged approach includes DAF briefing, one-to-one sessions, regional information guidance, feedback by a psychologist, mock interview mimicking the actual interview by former UPSC board members only at KPIS Delhi. This is the guidance by the best to ace the UPSC race. WhatsApp your DAF to 9133957733 now.
Hello everybody. Welcome to 21st Century IAS Academy, Delhi's upscale meditational mentorship UPSC Confidence Covenant program. This is Goli Varsha. I'm sure you're taking the tests seriously and writing them consistently every single day. On this positive note, we shall see the test explanation for CSAT questions given on
Day 20, Profit and Loss. Alright, let us look into the first problem. A person bought a car and sold it for rupees this much. If he incurred a loss of 20%, then how much did he spend to buy the car? This was given in 2020. Alright. You should understand one thing, that there is something called cost price and then there is called selling price. Okay. And he is the seller. Okay. He will buy this from some wholesale market, right? He will get it as one cost and he will sell it at another cost. Alright. So the price at which the seller is buying from the wholesaler is called the cost price, and for which he is selling is called the selling price. Now, where will he get the profit? Only when the selling price is greater than cost price, he will be having profit. See, this one you have to be very clear. And then, if when he'll get a loss or incur a loss when he will buy for more and he will sell for less. Alright, which means cost price is greater than selling price. Okay, and then there is these two are the basics, and you should always take the cost price as the reference whenever you're calculating profit percentage or loss percentage. Okay, profit percentage or gain percentage, both are the same. Now, what is profit percentage? Profit is this much. Profit is when SP is greater than CP. Now, what is profit percentage? It is SP minus CP by CP into 100, because your reference is cost price. Alright. And similarly, loss percentage would translate to what? Loss percentage is equal to CP minus SP, the difference by CP into 100. Okay, so these are some basics. Alright. Now, a person bought a car and sold it for this much, which means selling price is 3 lakh rupees. If he incurred a loss of 20%, then how much did he spend to buy the car? He incurred a loss of 20%. That means he sold it at 80% of cost price. Alright, that means 80% of CP is rupees 3 lakhs. Then what is 100% of CP? Alright. So this will translate to 100 by 80 into rupees 3 lakhs. Alright. So 0 will get cancelled. Yep. Now 4 2s are 4, 7s are 28, 4 5s are 0, 2 1s are 2, 3s are 6, 2 7s are 14, 2 5s are 10, 0. So 3, 7, 5, 0, and these two zeros, 0, 0. Alright, so D is the answer. Gopal bought a cell phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. There's Gopal and then there is Ram. Okay, this was given in the year 2017 in the original examination. Okay, and he sold it at 10% profit. Okay, which means if X is the price at which Gopal bought the phone, that is cost price for Gopal in the first instance, then he sold it to Ram at 10% profit, which means he will sell it at 110% of X. Yeah. Now Gopal, the Ram wanted to sell it back to Gopal at 10% loss, which means he will sell it as at 90% of 110% of X. So this is a problem of consecutive changes. Alright. So this is one transaction, and the again on the same amount there is this transaction. Okay. So what did they ask? what will be Gopal's position if he agreed? Which means, will Gopal incur a loss or he will be in the profit? Okay, so finally, how much is Gopal paying? 90% of 110% of X. So how much is it? 90 by 100 into 110 by 100 into X. Actually, this percentage and two zeros will get cancelled. So you don't need to write this at all. Okay, so what can you write directly? It is 99% of X. 1%, two zeros will get cancelled, right? So it is 99% of X. Alright, so finally he's getting at 99% of X. Initially, for what amount did he buy? He bought it for 100% of X, no? See, 5 means 100% of 5. Every number is 100% of itself, no? So X means 100% of X. He bought it at 100% of X, but now he's getting it at 99% of X, no? So how much is the gain percentage? He's getting it for less amount, no? He doesn't need to pay more. He's getting it at lesser amount, which means he has a profit. Alright, so it is gain 1%. Initially, it was 100, now he's getting it for 99 rupees. So it is gain 1%, alright? This is gain 0.5% in option D, alright? Now, if Sohan, while selling 2 goats at the same price, makes a profit of 10% on one goat and suffers a loss on 10% on the other, then what is the condition? Then what is the outcome? Alright, this was given in the year 2014. Now here you have to understand one thing, that the selling price of 2 goats is the same. Okay, that means selling price of first goat is equal to selling price of second goat, and profit on one goat is, on first goat is 10%, and on the second one it is again 10%, but it is a loss. Okay, now here you have to understand one thing, that if selling price of 2 articles is the same and then there is X% gain on one thing and then there is loss, the same percentage of loss, X% loss on the other thing, then there will always be a loss of X square by 100%. Okay, if SP1 is equal to SP2 and then there is X% gain on one transaction and X% loss on the other transaction, then there will always be a overall loss percentage of X square by 100. Alright, now what is X here? It is 10%, right? So it is 10 square by 100%, which means loss is 1%. Alright, so he suffered a loss of 1% or 1%. Alright. Selling price of a glass is rupees 1965 and loss percentage is 25%. Okay, selling price is 1965 and loss percentage is 25%. If selling price is 3013, then what will be the profit percent? Alright, see, to know profit, you need to know at least reference cost price, right? Now, loss percentage is 25%. Matlab, what is the meaning of that? The selling price of that particular glass is equal to 75% of the cost price. This is the meaning, na? Because what is the difference? It is 25%. See, cost price is always the reference. Okay, cost price is 100%. Now he has loss of 25%, means what? This 25 he has to leave. So at what price he has to sell? Rupees 75 or 75% of the cost price. That is what I've written here. So SP is equal to 75% of the cost price. Alright. So the difference is 25%. So whatever we have written is correct. That means 75% in terms of fraction, how much is it? It is 3/4, right? 3/4 of cost price is equal to selling price. Alright. Now, what is the selling price? It is 1965. It's given here, right? So, cost price would actually become 4 into selling price by 3. Now, what is selling price given? 1965 by 3. Okay, so how much will you get here? 3 1s are 3 6 are 18, 3 5s are 15, and 1 will be left out, so it is 655 into 4. So the required cost price is 655 into 4. All right, how much is it? It is 4 5s are 20, 4 5s are 22, 6 4s are 24, 25, 26, 2620. All right, now what will be the profit percentage? He's asking you the profit percentage. Now how will you calculate the profit percentage? As we have seen in the basics part, it is equal to a profit percentage or loss percentage is equal to the difference between CP and SP by CP. Now he's asking you the profit percentage when he's selling it at rupees 3013. All right, now, so this will become the new selling price. So profit percentage will become what? Profit percentage will become this new SP, that is 3013 minus 2620 by 2620. SP minus CP by CP into 100. Alright. Now, what is the difference? 3013 minus 2620. How much is it? It is 3. Then you get 11 minus 2 is 9. And 30 minus, here it will become 29, no? 29 minus 26 is 3. So you will get 393 by 2620 into 100. Okay, this and this will get cancelled. And now 2 table, 3930 by 262. Now 2 table you have to cancel. Okay, 2 131s and 2 1s, 2 9s, 2 6 and 5. Okay, now 131 and 131 ones, you will get 131, and how much will remain? 196 minus 131 is 65. So you will get 65 and another 5 is here. So 5s. So it is 15%. It is 15%. Alright. A vegetable seller has a faulty weight of 3 kgs, which is 300 grams less than the actual weight. Oh, he sold 3 kg of potatoes to a customer using the same faulty weight for rupees 50. The cost price of potatoes to the seller was rupees 15 per kg. How much profit did he earn on selling the potatoes? Okay. See, actually, there will be weights, no? If you go to the vegetable vendor, there will be weights. And this guy is having a faulty weight. See, on the weight, it will be written as 3 kgs. But actually, it is weighing how much? 2700 grams. That is 2.7 kgs only. Okay. Now, he sold these 2.7 kgs for rupees 50. This particular thing you should understand. If this is clear in your head, you will easily solve this problem. Now, what is the cost price for 2.7 kgs? For 1 kg, it is 15 rupees. So, 1 kg, it is rupees 15. For 2.7 kgs, how much is it? It is 2.7 into 15. Alright, so 2.7 into 30 by 2. Okay, so 2 ones are 2 ones are 0.35. Okay, now 135 into 3 is how much? It is equal to 3 5s are 15, 3 3s are 9, 10, 3 4. Okay, so this 1 0 and 1 point will move like this. So it is 40.5. Alright, so 40.5 is the cost price of 2.7 kgs. But he's selling it as he's selling it showing that it is 3 kgs, no? So cost price is this much. What is his selling price? It is rupees 50. Now what is the profit that he incurred? What is the profit that he incurred? SP minus CP, it is straight 9.5 rupees. So C is the answer. Alright. A shopkeeper sells an article at rupees 40 and gets X% profit. However, when he sells it at 20, he faces the same percentage of loss. What is the original cost of the article? Alright, here you have to understand one thing, that profit percentage is equal to loss percentage, because he's saying no, same percentage of loss. See, in the previous, don't get confused between this and this question. Here the selling prices are also same, and the loss and profit percentages are also same. Then only then you have to use this x square by 100%. All right, but here this thing is different in the next question. Here only this profit percentage and loss percentage are same. The selling price is different, right? Because 40 and here it is 20, so you cannot use that formula. All right, so profit percentage. What is profit percentage? You will only earn profit when the selling price is greater than cost price, so it will be CP, SP minus CP by CP. And this loss percentage is incurred when the cost price is greater than the selling price, so CP minus SP by CP. All right, so into 100 also you will get, but this 100 will get cancelled, so this CP also will get cancelled. All right, so now let this cost price be some C. All right, what is SP in the first case? It is 40 minus C. SP is 40 minus C is equal to C minus 20. All right, so this is equal to 60 is equal to 2C. C is how much? C is 30. All right, so this is the original cost of the article, that is the cost price. All right, so C is the answer. By selling 80 oranges, a fruit seller gains the cost price of 20 oranges. What is the profit percentage? Okay, now if we take profit of one orange is, let it be P, then what did he give? A fruit seller gains cost price of 20 oranges by selling 80 oranges. What is his profit percentage? Right, so the equation will be profit of one orange, how many did he sell? 80 oranges, okay, is equal to the cost price of 20 oranges. Did you guys understand what I'm trying to say? See, by selling 80 oranges, a fruit seller gains cost price of 20 oranges. Cost price of 20 oranges is clear, right? A fruit seller gains cost price of 20 oranges, okay, by selling 80 oranges. That means the profit on each orange should be taken and multiplied with 80, because he's selling 80 oranges. All right, so how much is it? 2 1s are 2 4s are. Profit is equal to 1/4 of cost price. All right, now what is 1/4 in percentage terms? It is 25%. So profit is 25% of the cost price. C is the answer. It is easy, but only thing is you have to write this equation properly. Okay, because cost price of 20 oranges he's gaining. This is clear. Now what is the profit? Profit on each orange, if you take it as P, you gaining profit on 80 number of oranges, right? So this is the thing. All right, 80 into P. So it is 25% or 25%. Now, if loss is 1/3 of the selling price, what is the loss percentage? Now, loss is what? 1/3 of SP. Now, he's asking what is loss percentage. Okay, for loss percentage, what is the formula that we use? It is SP minus CP by CP into 100, right? Now, loss is equal to 1/3 into SP, right? Now, SP, if I have to see, this is the original formula. However, if you use common sense, only if you get the relation between loss and CP, you also will know the percentage, total loss percentage or total gain percentage. See here in this case, what happened? You only knew the relation between profit and cost price, and you came to the conclusion that this much is the overall profit percentage. Likewise, if you know the relation between loss and the cost price, and the cost price, you will actually know the loss percentage. Alright, so let us write this SP in terms of CP and loss. What is selling price when you have a loss? What is selling price when you have a loss? It will be cost price minus loss, no? See, this is the cost price. He is selling it for less. This is the selling price. What is this? This is loss, right? So this SP, this part is equal to CP minus this chunk, no? That is what I've written here. Alright, so SP is what? CP minus L. Alright, so this is 3, here you will get 3 loss plus 1 loss is equal to CP. Alright, so 4 loss is equal to CP in fractions. So loss is what? CP by 4. Okay, that means 1 by 4 into CP. What is 1 by 4 in fraction? This is in fraction form. What is it in percentage form? It is 25%, right? 1/4 is what? 25%. 1/4 is what? How much? This is 3/4. This is 1/4. How much is it? 25%. Yeah. So there is 25% loss. Alright. A shopkeeper buys pens at 9 for rupees 10. Alright. So cost price of 9 pens is how much? Rupees 10. Now what is the cost price of 1 pen? It will become rupees 10 by 9. Clear? Now, and sells them at 10 for rupees 9. SP of 10 pens is 9. SP of 1 pen is how much? 9 by 10. Alright. Now, find the loss or gain percentage. How will you know whether it's a loss or gain percentage? First of all, you should observe the selling price and cost price. Whichever is more, based on that you will conclude whether you have a loss or gain. Okay. Now here, cost price is more. How do you know that? 10 by 9 is greater than 9 by 10. Yes or no? How, madam, how should we know in fractions? 10 greater than 9 we know, but 10 by 9 greater than 9 by 10 we are getting confused. So the method is you just cross multiply the denominators. Alright, so how much will you get? You will get 100 greater than 81. Alright, so whatever we have written is correct. So CP is greater than SP, which means you have a loss. You bought it at more price and you're selling it at lesser one. So there is a loss. Okay, so gain to gaya. It is not even there in the options. Now you have to find out whether the loss is 1% or not. Now what is loss percentage? Loss percentage is equal to CP minus SP by CP into 100. Right? Now how can I write this? CP, if you distribute 1 minus SP by CP into 100. Yes or no? Now this will translate to what? Substitute these values. SP of 1 pen, CP of 1 pen. So 1 minus 9 by 10 whole by 10 by 9 into 100. Alright, so how much will you get? 1 minus this 9 will go up and 81 by 100 into 100. Alright, so how much will you get? You will get 100 minus 81 into 100, which is 19. Alright, so there is a loss percentage of 19. Alright, that means B is also wrong. D is the answer. There is loss percentage of 19. Alright. A fruit seller buys oranges at 9 for rupees 16 and sells them at 11 for rupees 22. What is his loss or gain percentage? It is similar to the previous problem. How are you supposed to do? You were supposed to do it this way, like just mimic the method which we followed in the previous sum. Alright. So he buys oranges at this much, right? So CP of 9 oranges is how much? 16. So CP of 1 orange is 16 by 9. Alright, now come to SP. SP of 11 oranges is 22. What is the SP of 1 orange? It is 22 by 11. That is rupees 2. Alright, now compare this SP and CP. Which is more? CP is how much? 16 by 9. What is SP? 2. Right? So which one is more? This is more. SP is more, because if you cross multiply, what will you get? If it goes here, 16 is less than 9, 2 9s are 18. Okay, so SP is more. When you're comparing fractions, just cross multiply the denominators, you will get the answer which one is greater. Alright, so SP is more. Selling price is more, matlab he has gain percentage. Alright, now what is gain percentage? SP minus CP by CP into 100, right? Now what will it translate to? It will translate to SP by CP minus 1 into 100. Now what is SP? What is SP? You got 2. What is CP? 16 by 9. 16 by 9, and 9 will go up and into 100. Okay. So here you have gain percentage, means loss and loss you first have to cancel out from the options. Okay, so 18 by 16 minus 1 is 18 minus 16 by 16 into 100. 2 by 16 into 100. 2 ones are 2 eights are. Alright, so 100 by 8 is 12.5. So that's a gain of 12.5 percentage. Alright,
This is it for today. Practice these methods consistently, revise them, and you will be very confident about CSAT paper. Always remember, 10 questions a day keeps your CSAT fear at bay. All the best.